Do you actually understand the first secret about being wise and being smart? Being wise is you being able to tell people the truth and being able to tell yourself the truth at the same time. This is how it works. Most oftentimes you got to tell people a whole lot of lies, but then you begin to lie to yourself at the same time. Truth is a strong component for being wise, which is why everybody believes that a king has a wise judgment to give, because the king has to stay on the path of truth. That's what makes him a wise king. And if you could not acknowledge the power that comes with truth, you would never understand the irony of the mirror. Because you cannot accept the truth for yourself and you cannot tell people the truth. Most oftentimes, you showcase a kind of behavior, a kind of character to people that doesn't seem right to them. But to you, it is right. Because you're fond of not being able to tell yourself the truth, which is why when I tell you whatever you're doing is not right, you believe like, what the fuck are you telling me? I know what I'm doing. The problem is everybody thinks, but not everybody actually think. When people react to you, this is what comes up from their head. It's like an emotion. Like if you want to stab somebody, you keep stabbing the man until the man loses his breath. Then what happened next? Your brain comes to play. Like, what the fuck? You have just murdered someone. You just threw the knife away. Do you understand? But you were the one literally stabbing this man. You pull up the knife yourself. You stabbed him the first time. You stabbed him the second time. Because you know what you're doing? Because you felt like at this moment you're doing the right thing. Because you being controlled under the manipulation of how you feel. So it's like thinking. When people gives you their opinion, I can't be giving you an opinion from your own head. I have to give you an opinion from what runs through my head. And if I cannot tell myself the truth, because most oftentimes if you do not understand the truth, you cannot tell people the truth when you need to tell them. So when you understand the irony of the mirror, you're going to understand that the power of truth is in line with the irony of the mirror. Because if you feel like you're a sex worker, right? And then you meet another girl who tells you, I want to go into this line of business where I have to sell my body and all that. You ain't even telling yourself the truth. You ain't telling yourself the truth that you've been out on the street for 5 years, you've achieved none. And then you're comfortably telling somebody, yeah, pull up. I know you're going to make too much money. I know with you got a nice shape, you got a nice physique. Like I know places to take you to that I know when you get there, you make a lot of money. And then the other clown be like, yeah, I'm in. Where are we going? You're not telling yourself the truth. You're not even telling her the truth. And at the end of the day, the two of you will end up being in the place you've been for 5 years and you've made no $1,000 from it. So it becomes the mystery where the blind leads another blind. Because if you ain't telling yourself the truth, you're like a blind man. Because it is only a person who acknowledges the truth that can tell people the truth. And when you are at that point in your life where you feel like you owe nobody shit than to tell them the truth the way it is, you begin to understand that you also tell yourself the truth. Because if I be like, nah, you cannot join my line of business, you ask me why. It's because I'm telling myself the truth. It's because I know I've been in this line of business for 5 years and nothing is coming out of it. So because I told myself the truth, I need to tell you the truth. But because I've been lying, cloud chasing, because I want to post what people want to see. The only time I want to post shit, I want people to understand that I sit out with like big boys and all that shit, like I pull up bottles and all that shit. But then you go home, you don't even have food to eat. But the other person is moved by what they saw about you online, and the person be like, yo, you're living their life. And because That is what you are showing them. That is the truth you want them to understand, that you are living the life. When she comes to you to tell you about living the life, you cannot sit her down to tell her, to be very honest, I'm cloud chasing. I don't even buy those bottles. I don't even have none. But because she comes to you and tell you, man, you're living the life, can you put me on? You'll be like, yeah, I'll put you on. You know, don't worry. Like on Friday, I take you to some niggas, we go on popular bottles. You know what I'm saying? Like I take you out, we go on popular bottles. You understand? Because at that time, you want to lie to back up what you have showcased already. Automatically, you're not telling yourself the truth, and you ain't telling the other person the truth. So one component, one basic factor of you being a wise person is being able to acknowledge the power of truth. Because if you acknowledge the power of truth, it gives you a kind of mentality, like you always want to put yourself on the check, like these people are pushing me away. This person is treating me like this. The question is there anything about me that changed? Is there anything about me that I need to work on? Because when I say everybody think, but not everybody actually think, is you are showcasing me a character that could not make me trust you. But to you, in your head, why is it not trusting me with everything I'm doing? But you are doing something. Whatever you're doing is what is being propagated from your brain, your medulla oblongata. Do you understand? But then you don't even know that whatever you're thinking and the attitude you're showcasing at the same time is shitty. In your head, okay, let's take it this way, right? When people all want to go violent publicly, like they want to prove a point, what do you think happened? It's in their head. They be like, nah, if I don't bounce back, a lot of people going to be like, I'm a weakling. If I don't punch this guy back, a lot of people going to be like, I'm not even strong. Do you understand? That's what runs through their head. So they want to prove a point, especially when you have a woman, you want to prove a point to make her understand that you're a Superman. You can always fight for her. You can always stand by her and all that. But no, fighting for a woman isn't about going physical. But then another person would be like, nah, this guy is just a lunatic. I can't do this with you. Because sometimes you don't really need to prove a point, because you might end up trying to prove a point with a lunatic and ends you up being a lunatic. So the truth is what comes in from the heart. We at one point get to tell ourselves the truth all the time. You know, we often tell ourselves the truth, but we don't accept the truth we tell ourselves. It's like, I've been in this line of business for 5 years, I'm not progressing. Now you are at that verge of your life where you feel like you're a little bit of regret. You're going through your life and then trying to see where you're supposed to amend and fix. But then you'll be like, I've been in this business for 5 years and nothing is forthcoming out from me. You are now trying to tell yourself the truth. But what are you doing next? The same evening, it's not even up to 4 p.m. You are like, tonight is the night. You're already seeking out for the next attire to wear. But this is the same line of business that you were sitting out there lamenting that you're tired of. So what then becomes the next line of action? That is where Captain Jack Sparrow comes out. You understand? Captain Jack Sparrow comes into this query right now because you are not changing your attitude towards the problem. It means you're not telling yourself the truth. Because if the last time I used this particular route, I got robbed, 2 people used that particular route and they got robbed, why then would I want to use the same route again? Because I'm not telling myself the truth. So if you feel like you want to be wise, you need to tell yourself the truth. Truth is very powerful. The good book says when you know the truth will set you free. And the lackness or the absence of the truth is why the same good book says that my people perish because they lack knowledge and understanding. You need to accept the truth of everything. This is black, this is black. This is white, this is white. Because when you do not tell yourself the truth finally showcases itself at the end. You could not tell yourself the truth that you're living a miserable life. But don't forget, when you get to a particular point in your life, the truth will come to play. Go to the history of mankind. Truth is one factor that has never been hidden for long. Truth has never been buried forever. No truth has been buried forever. No matter what it is, truth will always come out to play, no matter how long it takes. So why not look into the power of truth. The power of truth helps you keep people around you. The power of truth helps you understand people. Because when I say the power of truth helps you understand people, is that man could be damaged. You need to tell yourself the truth. This man is damaged. The only thing I can do is, how do I help fix this man? And how do I fix this man if I'm not able to tell him the truth, as much as the truth hurt? The truth hurt, but it heals quickly. If we go to politics, why do people not believe politicians? Because they say they are not truthful. Keyword, they are not truthful. A politician is going to tell you, when I get into the office, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. People were waiting, and people are still waiting. And the more they come out with a different propaganda, people say, yes, this is it. They are not being truthful. And when you are not truthful, you always tie yourself by yourself, or you shoot yourself on the leg by yourself. Because one time when you're fond of telling lies, do not forget, lies, most lies you tell people, you don't understand the lines you use. This is not the lyrics you wrote, like a song. One time you're telling somebody, oh yeah, my dad one time went to Kuala Lumpur, my dad bought me diamond rings and all that, my dad built me a house one time, and then you've gone out there to tell somebody that your dad is one of the ministers in the country. You know, at one point, you do not know who you told a particular lie to. So when the person be like, yeah, where did you say your dad was again? You'll be like, I told you my dad was in Kuala Lumpur. You'll be like, nah, you never said that. You told me your dad was a minister. Because you know why? You told somebody else. Because lies are easy. you see, to tell lies, it's very easy to tell lies than very, very easy to tell the truth. But what people do not understand, that it is very, very hard to tell lies and very easy to tell the truth. Do you understand? Because how do I want to put it? Like, okay, a lie is like a dog, and then truth is like an elephant. A dog can give birth to more than 30 puppies in a year, but an elephant can only give one birth. Do you understand? Just one. But the dog has 30 in a year. So the truth is like you depositing things everywhere. Most often case, I want to put it like this way, like you see a lot of people, they have like 5 accounts, and all you see is $200, $18, $32. You understand? $500. Then one carries like maybe $1,200, right? Now you have 5 accounts. You have an account. You have them everywhere. Everywhere you go to, you like to open. But what are you opening for? You open them for $2 or you open them for $20? And there are people who tells you, I only have 2 accounts. One I can withdraw from and one that is a fix. And when you look at these 2 accounts, why not put all your money in one place to make up a better sum than scatter your money everywhere, and then every time they check your statement, $180, $25. Why not just put them in one place and just have like $2,000 and have a better statement? Because $25, $180 cannot give a better statement like $2,000. I'm not saying that you should put all your money in a place, because that is not wise when it comes to saving. You have to split your savings. But in a case where you know that splitting your savings is leaving your financial statement crappy, you don't want to do that. So it's easy for people to tell lies everywhere. You were out there last night in the club, you told like 2-3 people lies. You were in the restaurant, you told one person lies. You were in the supermarket, you told one person lies. You were here, you told one person lies. You were in the church, you even told your brother, oh yeah, you have a business, you're legit, you this. You've been telling, you deposit lies everywhere. So when it comes for you to defend them, you can't even remember what you told this person. But a truth is a truth. If I'm 25, I would vividly tell you, I did not tell you I was 24. I told you, remember vividly, I told you I was 25. Because that is one thing you will tell everybody anywhere you go to. So when people try to interview you, you do not have any reason to contradict yourself. So we all need to understand the power of truth. You need to understand it. You need to accept it before it can set you free. And if you feel like truth is not a friend of yours, keep telling lies. truth will always come back to play. That's your homeboy. Peace out.